All right, let's dive into a classic showdown, one that's more relevant than ever, the Canon R5 versus the R6. Now, these two cameras, they're basically legends. They launched together, and now, heading into 2025, they've become an absolutely incredible value on the used market.
But that awesome price point, well, it brings up a really big question, right? With newer, fancier models out there, which one of these original powerhouses is the smart buy for you and what you shoot? Are you team high-resolution monster or team low-light speed demon?
And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. We're going to break it all down, give you a super clear way to think about it so you can walk away feeling totally confident in your choice. So, let's get into it.
Okay, first things first, let's meet our contenders. Now, I've always thought of these two as the powerhouse versus the speedster. And honestly, that's the best way to think about them. Each one has a totally distinct personality, and figuring out which one matches yours is, well, it's everything.
So here's the big idea in a nutshell. The R5, it's all about one thing, resolution. It is the absolute king of detail. The R6, on the other hand, it's built for speed. It's built for performance, especially when the lights go down. It's that adaptable, do-anything workhorse. Just keep those two ideas, resolution king and low-light speedster, in your head as we go.
And this table just lays the whole story out, doesn't it? I mean, look at that. The R5 has a massive 45 megapixel sensor. That's more than double the R6's 20. But then, whoa, look at the ISO. The R6 hits back hard in low light with a native ISO that goes twice as high. What does that mean? It means way cleaner images in the dark. And you see that same pattern all the way down. The R5's crazy 8K video, the higher res viewfinder, and yeah, the higher price tag. It's the perfect example of detail versus speed.
Okay, so let's start by walking down the path of the speedster. For the next couple of minutes, we are going to make the absolute best case for why the Canon R6 might just be the perfect camera for you.
So, who is the R6 for? Well, it's for the creator who's always on the move. You know, the wedding photographer running around a dark reception hall, the sports shooter on the sidelines, the wildlife enthusiast who needs a camera that just works, no questions asked, especially when conditions are tough. And it does it all without totally emptying your wallet. And this chart right here, this shows off the R6's absolute superstar feature, its low light performance. A higher score here means cleaner images when it gets dark. Think of it like this. The R6 has fewer pixels crammed onto the same size sensor, right? So each individual pixel is bigger and it can literally just suck in more light. That means less ugly noise. For someone shooting a wedding, this means you can be at, say, ISO 6400 in a dim room and still get images clean enough to print huge. That's a massive real-world advantage. So to sum it up, why do you pick the R6? You pick it for that incredible low light magic, for a body that's a little bit lighter and saves your back on a long day, and for a much, much friendlier price. It's the practical, get-the-job-done workhorse for people capturing moments out in the real world. But what if that doesn't sound like you? Let's switch gears and walk down the other path. Let's make the case for the powerhouse, the Canon R5. If speed and value weren't your top priorities, this just might be your camera. Yeah, the R5 user is a different breed. This is the creator who needs the absolute best, most detailed image quality possible, period. We're talking commercial photographers shooting for billboards, landscape artists who want every leaf and rock to be tack sharp, and high-end videographers. For them, compromise just isn't in the vocabulary.
And it all comes down to this one number, 45. 45 megapixels. That gives you an insane amount of creative freedom. It means you can print your photos big enough to cover a building, or you can crop way, way in to find a totally new photo inside your original shot, and you still won't lose that critical sharpness. It is an absolute game changer.
So why go with the R5? Well, yeah, for that massive resolution, of course, but also for its truly professional video features, like 8K RAW. You also get a much nicer experience just using the camera with the higher res screens and little pro touches like that top LCD screen for checking your settings. It is the unapologetic flagship camera for people who demand the absolute best.
But here's the really cool part. Despite all those differences, these cameras share an incredible amount of professional DNA. So let's talk about the powerful features you get no matter which path you end up choosing.
And the heart of it all is the autofocus.
Both of these cameras have Canon's mind-blowing dual-pixel CMOS AF2, and this system isn't just fast, it is ridiculously smart. It can find an eye, a face, even a bird or a car, lock on, and just refuse to let go. It's the kind of reliability that lets you stop worrying about focus and just focus on being creative.
And just look at what else they share. Up to 8 stops of image stabilization. That's just wild for shooting handheld. Tough, weather-sealed bodies that can take a beating, a blazing fast and totally silent 20 frames per second electronic shutter. And of course, you get access to all of Canon's incredible RF lenses. The point is, you are not buying a lesser camera with the R6. You are just buying a different tool for a different job.
Okay, we've walked both paths, we've seen where they overlap. Now it's time. Let's land the plane and figure out how you make the final decision.
It really does boil down to this. It's a pretty simple choice when you see it laid out. If your work absolutely demands massive prints, the freedom to crop like crazy, or you need professional 8K video, then your choice is clear. It's the R5. But if you live and die by performance in bad light, if you need a lighter camera for travel or long event days, and you appreciate getting amazing performance for a better price, then the R6 is your champion, hands down.
So here you go. A final little tool to help you out. A simple 3-step framework. Step 1, prioritize. What matters most to you right now? Pixels or low-light performance? Step 2, evaluate your video needs. Be honest, is 8K a must-have or is amazing 4K plenty? And finally, step 3, match your budget. Which one fits comfortably? Just walk through these 3 steps and I promise the right answer for you is going to become crystal clear. Because at the end of the day, both the R5 and the R6 are just incredible tools. They are simply conduits for your vision. So the real question isn't just about which camera body to buy, it's about what you're going to do with it. What story are you ready to tell?